have a couple of words prepared, but I'm gonna try to wing most of it, so you guys don't feel like yeah, here goes somebody reading a prompt. This is probably one of the biggest accomplishments, on par with like getting a degree. I'd say it's been grueling. I appreciate every single moment.
Okay, let me close this. Okay, now this might sound a little bit different. We have so much stuff going on. We have so many different pieces of equipment. I think we might switch it up like this. You guys will see it, but the reality situation is the OGs know. The OGs know what it was. And that's just how quickly we can change things up on the fly. Anyway, I'm gonna keep this going. So this was super unexpected to do this. I'm gonna go ahead and try to skim a little bit of my prompt that I made. Here's something new for you guys.
Boom. I kind of want to know what this new mic sounds like.
Yeah, this is gonna be the new go get your snacks screen. I don't even think there's any audio on this right now. But basically, it was just something new. Something we thought that you guys would appreciate.
Right now I'm using metal straw.
I don't hear the audio, so I think if there is some audio, I'm not hearing it, man. We're just gonna treat this moment like it's somewhat of a live for you guys to get a bunch of that. Even this is a new layout that didn't exist. A soundboard. Yeah, it will be this.
The winner is.
Yeah.
Is that Juria or Duran?
We gotta do something different.
Wouldn't mind seeing both of those.
At there's certain points, I'm gonna have to upgrade my headphones. I just upgraded the chair.
It got stuck.
Here, let me
Ooh, for sure.
Boom. Actually, let's just make it more intimate. Ooh. Ooh. We had this in the other video. I'm not gonna call some of y'all out, but some of y'all be skipping some content and be missing. You know what I'm saying? Be missing the moments. Let's see. It mean the same to me. It don't matter if it's blurry or not, man. It look crazy. Let me just show you guys. This is a behind the scenes for real. Y'all would not ever get to see any of this, but your boy hit 1K, so we're gonna do it live. Yeah. There go the snacks. Yeah. Today was a good day. I was eating good. There's the one thou wow. Yup. We were probably gonna celebrate. I wasn't sure if I should bust this out. To the people, to all of my friends in Oceania, or those that are in Asia, or even Europe for that matter, that is ice wine. That is something that we picked up while we were traveling the world, probably 8 to 12 countries, and that was earlier this year as a celebratory it was a celebratory treat to ourselves. We worked hard, we got ourselves in order, and aligned all of our matters the way that they should, and business was handled. So I think I might actually screenshot this. Hold on. Boom. Yep. And we just gonna keep that just like that. Okay. Anyways, so what's next? The next goal, most likely 5K. We're gonna try to double our watch time, so longer content for sure. And now that we're finally monetized, the more content we put out, meaning duration, the more traction we can get with third parties, people that are like watching them as they premiere. It shows up as a live, so then they come into this event even though it's only an hour of content. They assume that it's a live stream. Audience fit. So this is why I always ask you guys to hit me up in the Discord, hit me up on Instagram, be active wherever I'm active, essentially. So that way there's if there's more traffic, foot traffic where I'm at, then more than likely any comments or any constructive criticism will obviously hit its mark. There's going to be some platform trade-offs that we're going to be considering, Discord, Patreon, Twitch, and expanding. I also have Kick, TikTok, basically build larger communities outside of YouTube. They have so many restrictions, and I want to avoid all of the community guidelines, but there's other platforms that don't care about licensed musics or they don't care about the style of content or niche specific. Anyways, we'll get into that further. This is what we're trying to promote to the community. Merch, right? Just to keep it simple, so right here, merch, brand, development, growth, scaling, giveaways, challenges, clear rules on how you will receive your gifts, stuff like that. Just looking at that camera, it's here. Now we're going to be upgrading where it is we can, when we can, as the solicitation becomes more successful, the more we can produce a stronger and more efficient machine and product to provide you guys. Like, as an example, there won't be audio cutout. There won't be issues like that as we go forward because we will be scaling accordingly. We're trying to start scaling up to 100K. What's that going to look like? Right now, everything is in default. Everything's under construction. But the larger picture is, can we really get people to convert and believe in this? With that being said, let me hit you with the...
Yeah! You have now been chastised. Welcome to the Variety Pack. Thank you for the sub.
I'm not hearing it in my headphones, so hopefully you guys are hearing it. I'm having some audio issues, but I'm gonna keep it pushing. So, yeah. So obviously the short-term goal, community challenges, stuff like that. We're gonna try to get the Discord up. Midterm launch. So a launch, maybe every 2 weeks we can do a docu-series, or we can do maybe a movie review. A lot of people in the community apparently know a lot of foreign films that I'm also a fan of, so we can probably continue down that path, following the same directors, the same musicians, the same people who score the same films. Typically, if you have a Christopher Nolan who's doing the music, or the directing, I'm sorry, and a Hans Zimmer who's doing the music, and you like that pairing, well, let's just find more niched out things that we like. You know, let's not waste our time just watching any other people that just sub for free. They get what they get, okay? But for you guys that are paying behind a paywall and contributing and supporting, showing value, we're going to figure out how to provide a better service behind a paywall. Okay, monetization, 90 to 95% of it isn't even monetized. So it's unfortunate because I put in a lot of work in all those videos. It's not necessarily about the AdSense that is lost, quote unquote, in those videos. It's more about view per subscriber and the people that have believed in just the format, right? Because the people that subscribe don't know if I'm getting AdSense, right? So who cares? So the OG 1000 are those saying that I need to cater to. Same format, you know, switching it up like this is nice, you know, giving you guys something cool to look at. I want you guys to have a pleasant experience. Nonetheless, I'm thinking about adding in more characters in the stream. So obviously you guys know the DJ, but there's Granny, and then there's always like the fourth wall. I have 3 cameras. I just broke my Sony today, so that one's out of commission. Super chat your boy. Anyways, probably don't super chat. Probably Venmo, Cash App if you really want to help. And I'm going to start incorporating more fourth wall experiences. I feel like that's kind of cool, and I don't see much of it. So then now I'm just thinking about ways to connect and ways to create. You know, we have this, obviously. You know, this is kind of nice. But there's some things that you guys don't see. Like let me just move that. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine me being like... Fine. You know, and then just, you know
Daddy, chill.
Like more interactive things I think would be kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to think outside the box of what it is that people experience now and the possibilities. And then I could just be like, you know, I don't know, just move that back, you know? Just cool stuff like that, man. Of how we can be funny and build. Okay, anyways. So what else? Yeah, Discord, we talked about that for interpersonal. And then I have a couple more bullets. Let's see. Weekly Q&A or watch party. We could probably do that on Twitch. Because in that way, if you guys know not to expect me on YouTube, then we can make that transition. Obviously, it's going to be members only levels and tiers and Discord. If you're unfamiliar, then I can fill you guys on that. And then we're obviously going to have more competitions like so, you know. Yeah. And giveaways. You just swap out the names. Early access, obviously, for those of you guys who are already members, you guys know that. You get extended cuts, you get bloopers, you get some of the unhinged streams, which are uncut for like 3 to 5 hours at a time. So, I mean, if you think about that, I mean, there's definitely going to be some moments and some things that are not going to be said in front of everybody. And it's a good time. It's a good time. And then Patreon only live streams for sure. That's going to be something I want to dedicate. So we're talking about giveaway rules. We're going to make sure that it's very clear. And the things that aren't claimed will be reclaimed, kind of like seasonal. Like, you know, in the summer, I left my shirt. In the winter, I left my coat. We're just gonna do a giveaway maybe every quarter, if not every 6 months. Give back, and you know, it gives me time to budget accordingly. You know what I'm saying? All in all, you know, I do appreciate you guys. We have made it to yet again another significant milestone, I should say. I'm pretty proud of this. It took a lot to basically get it started, but once we got rocking and rolling and we got all the love from you guys and the insight and feedback, yeah, it's relatively effortless. And we had this on the whole time, and we didn't even let them know. Merch on body. How we doing content? We ain't got merch on body. How am I gonna ask you? How am I gonna ask you? You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Now this would be a sick screenshot right here. So I lean back. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out. There's so much green in the back. Hold on. Oh, it's still going. Bro, I'm over here editing thinking I'm about to... Bruh, peace. Oh my goodness. I'm sitting there already editing, but I never hit stop. Boy, we stay working. You are now tuned into a chastised experience.